Welcome to Myrtle Beach Eats and Beyond, the show where a local foodie, that's me, attempts to parlay a passion for delicious eats into a useful video guide for other locals and tourists attempting to answer the age-old question, where should we eat in Myrtle Beach? Don't worry, I've got you covered. With me on this journey are my three progeny, that's them, who also love to experience new eating emporiums, raising them up right. We'll also be exploring fun, family-friendly activities and showing you the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts, the lowdowns and hoedowns of where to shop, play, stop, and stay. If you're lucky, I might even cook for you. And if that's not enough to convince you to subscribe, just know that once a week, I am completely wrecking my diet to bring you this content. Now, I'm not saying that you should feel guilty about that in any way, but I'm just saying you should subscribe. With 60 miles of beaches along the Grand Strand and an average of 215 sunny days per year, it's no surprise that most people consider the Myrtle Beach area to be an ideal summer vacation spot. That's why the area's normal population increases more than tenfold during the busy season. But I'm here to tell you that Myrtle Beach is more than just sun, sand, and golf. In fact, Christmas at the beach is pretty darn magical. When I was a youngin' in New Hampshire, Christmas celebrations normally consisted of a visit to a local performance of the Nutcracker, a visit to some special part of town where neighbors went all out in a collaborative effort to create an impressive light display, and a Christmas Eve service at church. Not a bad way to grow up, but not overly exciting either. My last Christmas in New Hampshire with my children, I was lucky enough to find a local church putting on a lovely drive-in light show, set to music that we could dial into on the car radio.
Oh my God, look at the tree.
It's so beautiful.
Look at the tree. Did you see the tree?
I see it. It's beautiful.
You like it?
Yeah. But I cannot wait to go into the building even more.
Afterwards, we were invited inside for hot chocolate and cookie decorating. The light in my children's eyes through this simple activity made me yearn to give them even more Christmas magic. I didn't know then that moving to Myrtle Beach would fulfill this mama's Christmas wish in spades. There are so many Christmas events that take place in Horry County, it's almost overwhelming trying to decide which ones to visit. Prioritization and time management is key. When you're ready, it's pretty easy to find events. They're often mentioned on local radio stations. They are posted on signs around town. And if you use Eventbrite or the Events tab on Facebook, you will find dozens upon dozens. There's Christmas shopping, Christmas lights, Christmas at the farm, Christmas parades, and even a blue Christmas for those who struggle through this season. You can have breakfast with the Grinch, breakfast with Santa, lunch with the Grinch, and sometimes Mrs. Claus even comes out for photo ops and cookie decorating. Whatever your heart desires, you will probably find it in December at Myrtle Beach. Our first event back in 2020 was the tree lighting ceremony at Market Common in front of the Grand 14. It was a good time. Not only did we get to magically assist in the lighting process,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for Santa Claus.
there was raucous music,
Never let her be the right so well.
multiple performances, good food, and an appearance by Santa, who rolled in on the big red bus, which also doubles as the Polar Bus Express, an enchanting hour-long drive into the North Pole at Market Common set to the motion picture soundtrack.
Ladies and gentlemen, the big red bus is here.
Who's coming?
Who's on that bus? Yes, Miss Claus is on the bus too, but yes, Santa Claus is on that bus.
Can you believe it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the big red bus is here. I'm prettier than Matt.
Santa or somebody
I don't know who Matt
acting
is,
as
but they're
Santa.
prettier than he is.
Oh, we'll see.
So they're going to be playing all the way from
I
Columbia,
think
South
I have a
Carolina.
strategy to tell.
But ladies and gentlemen,
This year, we also did some shopping. First stop was the Holiday Bazaar at Polly's Island General Store. It was a chilly morning, one of the few that we've had to wear proper winter coats, but that didn't stop the vendors from smiling at this outdoor assembly of beautiful beach-themed crafts, jewelry, snacks, and bric-a-brac. There was also a Christmas tree lot to the side of the store, and while we were there, we peeked inside the general store, as I'd been meaning to visit for some time, and I will be featuring them in a future video very soon. Next, we drove back up 17 and stopped into Myrtle's Inlet for the inaugural Wicked Holiday Market at Wicked Tuna, with crafting and characters next door at Mojo's. This was probably one of our favorite events of the season because there was so much to do and see. Starting off, it's right next to the Marsh Walk, which is always a good time where you can walk along the dock, enjoy the wildlife, and take in the scenery. We visit this spot often, and I will tell you, it's actually much more enjoyable in the cooler months when the sun isn't so strong and the aroma of ocean life is paled in comparison to the delicious restaurant smells nearby. We strolled through the vendor area and saw so many great local businesses with wonderful products suitable for gift giving or keeping, if that's how you roll. The bouncy castle is always a hit with my children, and why wouldn't it be? I just wish they'd let me inside to jump too. We were thrilled to find a craft table set up with free crafts for the children. Decorate your own headband and make your own bracelets. Both of my girls were completely into it. My boy, not so much, but he kept himself entertained while letters to Santa were being scribed, and then he even assisted me in filming the mailing process. Mrs. Claus and the Grinch stopped by for a photo op, and while 2/3 of my children are highly suspicious of characters in masks and tend to keep their distance, the final third was willing to pose, but only after Mommy offered to sit with her. Myrtle Beach is a fun place to shop the whole year through, but at Christmas time it takes on a decidedly magical hue when every shop is filled with Christmas lights, Christmas decor, and Christmas cheer. Santa stops by many of our malls and shops, like the Inlet Mall, Bass Pro Shops, and Coastal Grand, just to name a few. And speaking of shopping, don't forget about the joy of shopping for holiday outfits to wear in your Christmas photos, because that's where the true joy of the season lies. Just look at all that joy and holiday cheer. It's okay though, it was worth it. Just look how cute my sweet babies are. Following our first Christmas photo session, we had two, we headed out to the Conway Light Show, and after hearing how busy the Myrtle Beach Light Show was, I think we made the right choice here. Even the drive-through town on the way to the light show was really beautiful. We don't go out much at night, so that alone is a little bit of magic in and of itself. But seeing the bridge and the water tower dressed up for the season was a really special treat.
The water tower is decorated.
Water tower. Oh my lord.
That's so pretty.
Oh my lord.
We've agreed it should be dressed up this way year-round because it's just stunning. The entrance fee was $1 a person, so I just gave them a $5 and we drove right through to enjoy some more magic of the season.
I understand how the moving lights go. It's so cool. You can just drive through and
The following Saturday, I delivered the greatest surprise of all. Okay, we're gonna surprise the children with a pool party. Ready? This is gonna be fun. Yes, it is a bathing suit.
Ooh, I like it.
Do you know why I'm in a bathing suit?
We're going to the beach or pool.
We're going to a pool party. It's not even messy there. I had been wanting to take my children to the indoor water park at Crown Reef Beach Resort. But since we live local and, well, we love our beds, I was really hesitating on the idea of booking a room just to swim. To my utter delight, I found this wonderful event orchestrated by Can, just in the nick of time to register. We were ushered into the parking garage, which was directly connected to the water area. The interior was heated, as was the pool and hot tub outside. But we also lucked out with an absolutely beautiful December day that neared 70 degrees. We could not have been happier. Santa came to collect canned goods for families in need, and Gigi's Pizza brought a delicious lunch for everyone.
It's so good. That's beautiful.
My children were particularly obsessed with the lazy river, and we had a lot of fun jumping in and out of the different water attractions. The staff was helpful and kind, and everyone seemed to be having a wonderful time. I would definitely attend this event again should they decide to host in the future. We did try to attend the Myrtle's Inlet Christmas Parade, but by the look of things, we would have had to arrive hours earlier to get a spot, and I'm just not that type of dedicated parade fan. But next year, we will go earlier, park the car, have lunch, and then sit out and wait for the parade. Trial and error, people. Trial and error. It wasn't a completely lost afternoon, though. We went to Fresh Market, and we found a chocolate chip cookie the size of my head. And frankly, that makes any day worth living to me. Well, friends, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this content, we would really love your help growing the channel. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, click the like button, leave a comment, or share this video with someone who might enjoy it. Any or all of those actions would really help us out as we grow this tiny little corner of YouTube, and we would very much appreciate it. Much love and many blessings to you in this season and beyond.